The Ethiopian Educational Media Agency presents English for Grade 7. This is Program 11. Lesson topic, What was happening?
Hello, teacher. Hello, students. Where are my friends today?
Yesterday morning at 7.
Oh, here they come.
Hello, Leah.
Hello, Hawa and Ubang. What are you singing?
We were singing a new song.
Oh, that's interesting. Can you sing it for us, please?
Yes, of course.
Good. Students, let's listen to Hawa and Ubang singing. Listen.
What were you doing yesterday morning at 7? What were you doing yesterday night at 8?
I was walking to school yesterday morning at 7. I was reading yesterday night at 8.
That's a nice song. Students, now let's sing the song together. Teacher, please sing with your students. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
What were you doing yesterday morning at 7? What were you doing yesterday night at 8?
I was walking to school yesterday morning at 7. I was reading yesterday night at 8.
That's good, students. We will sing the song again later. But now, listen to Hawa and Ubang talking about what they were doing yesterday. Listen.
Hawa, where were you yesterday night?
Oh, I was at home.
What were you doing?
At what time?
At 8 o'clock.
Well, I was studying.
Students, what was Hawa doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night? Ubang, what was Hawa doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night?
She was studying.
Students, what was Hawa doing yesterday at 8 o'clock? Yes, Hawa was studying yesterday at 8 o'clock. Students, say, Hawa was studying. Students, now say, Hawa was studying yesterday at 8 o'clock.
Yes, I was studying yesterday at 8 o'clock. But, Ubang, what were you doing at 2 o'clock yesterday night?
I was doing my homework.
Students, what was Ubang doing yesterday at 8 o'clock? Yes, he was doing his homework. Students, say, Ubang was doing his homework. Students, say again, Ubang was doing his homework. Students, what were you doing yesterday? Students, you will tell your teacher later. But now, listen when Hawa and Ubang telling me what they were doing yesterday. Listen. Ubang, what were you doing at 7 o'clock yesterday morning?
I was walking to school.
Hawa, what were you doing at 1 o'clock yesterday?
I was having my lunch.
That's good. Ubang, what were you doing yesterday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon?
I was playing football.
Oh, you were playing football. And Hawa, what were you doing at 11 o'clock yesterday night?
I was sleeping.
Okay. Now, Ubang, what were you doing at 6 o'clock yesterday afternoon?
I was helping my parents.
That's good, Hawa and Ubang. Students, Now, tell your teacher what you were doing yesterday at certain time. Teacher, please ask your students one by one what they were doing yesterday at certain time. Call students by name and say, what were you doing yesterday at o'clock? You have about 2 minutes. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, students. Students, now, let's sing our song again. After 3, 1, 2, 3.
What were you doing yesterday morning at 7? What were you doing yesterday night at 8?
I was walking to school yesterday morning at 7. I was reading yesterday night at 8.
That's very good, students. Students, now listen to Hawa and Ubang telling each other what members of their family were doing yesterday night. Listen.
Ubang, do you know what my family were doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night?
No, what were they doing?
My grandmother was making dinner.
Students, what was Hawa's grandmother doing?
My grandmother was making dinner.
Students, what was Hawa's grandmother doing? Yes, her grandmother was making dinner. Students, say, her grandmother was making dinner.
Yes, my grandmother was making dinner.
Okay.
And my brother was studying.
Students, what was Hawa's brother doing?
My brother was studying.
Students, what was Hawa's brother doing?
Yes, my brother was studying, and my little sister was sleeping.
Students, what was Hawa's little sister doing? Ubang, what was Hawa's little sister doing?
She was sleeping.
Students, what was Hawa's little sister doing? All right, students. You will tell each other what your family were doing yesterday night. But first, listen to Hawa and Ubang telling each other what their family were doing yesterday night. Listen.
Hawa, please tell me again what your family were doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night.
Okay, my grandmother was making dinner. My brother was studying.
Okay.
My little sister was sleeping.
Oh, good.
Ubang, now tell me what your family were doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night.
Okay. My father was listening to the radio. My mother was making dinner.
Okay.
My sister was writing a letter. And my brother was studying.
That's very good, Hawa and Ubang. Students, now, in pairs, tell each other what members of your family were doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night. I repeat, in pairs, tell your partner what your family were doing at 8 o'clock yesterday night. Teacher, please help your students in taking turns. You have about 2 minutes. Thank you, teacher. Thank you, students. Students, now let's sing our song once more again. Sing after 3. 1, 2, 3.
What were you doing yesterday morning at 7? What were you doing yesterday night at 8?
I was walking to school yesterday morning at 7. I was reading yesterday night at 8.
That's very good, students. Now, I think it's time for us to go.
Yes, it's time to go. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye.
That was English for Grade 7 from the Ethiopian Educational Media Agency. Join us again next week in Program 12. Till then, goodbye everyone. Goodbye.